kidney ride both last year and this year, and they've been very, very supportive. So thank you very, very much. Today we have two rides, and this is probably the first time anywhere in the United States that you can actually bike ride and also ride a steam engine at the same event. We're going to have bikers that use their own steam to go all the way to Frostburg and back. Some will go as far as Mount Savage. Some will actually go beyond Frostburg and back. And we have the ambassadors, which Dr. Jack Murray, president of the ambassadors, is going to give us instructions in a few minutes. I want to welcome everybody here to this second event. I want to thank you for your participation. This is what makes, last year we raised close to $15,000 and probably will come close to that again this year. So I really appreciate that. Thank you. Our goal is to make people aware of kidney disease, also early detection, and also transplant donations. As probably most of you know that I've had 2 transplants, and if it hadn't been for the kidney transplants, I wouldn't be able to lead such a normal life as I do today. So to me it's very, very important, and it's important for me to see that other people have the same opportunities. The money that we raise here, most of it stays locally. It will go to help save lives and also improve the quality of living for those on dialysis, and also for the families, because the families, it's a family disease when you talk about chronic kidney disease. And so I want to thank you for all the sponsors for doing that. We're very fortunate today. We have 2 very distinguished guests. The first one I'd like to introduce to you is Mayor Lee Fiedler. He's the mayor of our beautiful city of Cumberland. Mr. Lee Fiedler.
Thank you very much. Yeah. I have to say something. I met with his brother just a few minutes ago, who donated the kidney. And I said, have you seen any difference? He said, no, his personality is exactly the same. He says, health-wise, he's doing good, but his personality hasn't changed. So I come to bring a proclamation declaring Western Maryland Kidney Ride Day by the city of Cumberland. And instead of reading you the whole thing, because there's a lot of detail about the why we need the money and why that, but all of you that are here today know that, and you come to help us out, so it's very important. But I will say, one of the things that I did want to say is, I present this from the city. The city is so thankful of the work that the Kidney Foundation does, and we want it to continue, and the city of Cumberland, people of Cumberland are very thankful for what's going on here and hope it continues to grow. And so I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I'm going to say that the city of Cumberland is pleased to join the efforts of the National Kidney Foundation of Maryland and all the participants in today's ride. And we thank the participants to improve the health and well-being of individuals and families affected by kidney diseases. Mayor and Council proclaim September 26, 2010 as Western Maryland Kidney Ride Day.
Thank you, Mayor. That was very nice. I really appreciate that. Carolyn, where are you? Carolyn is our executive. Carolyn, would you come up here, please? Carolyn is the real workhorse behind this. She travels many, many miles, and she's the executive director of the Western Maryland Kidney Foundation, and I want to thank you very much. Good to see you. We have another very distinguished guest and a friend of mine for a long, long time, Councilwoman Mary Beth Pelarzi. She is also the executive director of County United Way, and she wears many hats in our community, and it is my pleasure to introduce you to Mary Beth. Mary Beth.
Good morning, everyone, and it's so wonderful to see you here because this is such an important event. I have a personal interest in this because my father had polycystic kidney disease. And since the time that I was with you last year, 2 of my good friends in this past year have had a second kidney transplant, and I have another friend on the list waiting for one. And the good news on all of these cases is that they have turned out extremely well, but it's because of the dedication and hard work and the interest, because it affects everyone. You know, one of my friends had his first kidney for 20 years, and they sought out his sister with whom he hadn't had a relationship for a while. They found her and found out she was a match, and she was his first donor. And this time, 20 years later, his wife ended up being a match, and so she was his donor. And we have, you know, many of these types of stories that are just so heartwarming, but it's that silent, you know, unknown information. You know, I was just talking to Susan Scarpelli and talking about, you know, the polycystic, that, you know, so many people don't know that they have it. And I'm having a hard time getting my brother to even get screened, but I thank you for the wonderful work that all of you do on behalf of so many, because it is truly affects everyone, and we as a community need to share in trying to help ease that pain and anguish that goes along with this. And isn't John just a remarkable specimen of last year having his second kidney donation, and doesn't he look absolutely wonderful? And John, we're just so proud of him. So thank you all for have a wonderful bike ride and on the train, and be back again next year.
Thank you, Mary Beth. Thank you very much. I also have to thank Life Fitness for helping to try to keep me in shape. As you see, I'm still filling out this jersey a little bit more than I should. A couple of people I need to thank is the Mayor and City Council, the Bureau of Police, the Park Service, the committee has really served me well. I guess Teresa's here, Kelly is not here. Larry Brock has been very instrumental in this. Carolyn, Sue Davis, who else? Susan Scarpelli. This was dedicated to Jimmy Scarpelli, who's passed away just recently, and he was very dedicated to the community and the improving the community to a great deal. So this year's event has been dedicated to Mr. Jimmy Scarpelli. At this moment, the people that made this event so successful last year were the ambassadors. We had people that had flat tires, other problems along the way. The ambassadors actually changed the tires for these people. They were able to complete the event. And at this point, the people are going to give you the instructions for the race, and then this race is on. The people that are going to ride the train, take your bikes to the train, go beyond. I'll give you instructions after the other bikers leave. So the people that are going to ride the train, I'll give you the instructions as soon as these riders leave. I'd like to introduce Dr. Jack Murray, President of the Ambassadors. Dr. Murray.
Okay, today's ride, as he said, is the weather's perfect without the sun blazing down on us, but still, one of the safety things we want to be concerned about today is drink and eat often. I learned from the sponsors that there is water and snacks at Cache Valley Road, which is about 4.5, 5 miles out, and Woodcock Hollow, which is 9.5 miles out, and then again at Frostburg, which is 15 miles out. So you can stop on the way out and on the way back. Also, if you have a problem, you want to be looking for a shirt like this or the Western Maryland Wheelmen, which we are a subcommittee of. You can see they have their orange and green on as well. So if you have any questions about the trail, the area, or have an issue with your bike, be sure to flag one of us down. We'll be riding the entire route in various stages. Some of us are going all the way to the Savage Tunnel, which is 22 miles out and back. So you're more than welcome to join us if you want, or if you've got some legs and you want to go, go. We'll sweep you up on the way back down. Safety is paramount. There are some soft spots on the trail. You want to be looking for that, where there's been some erosion and has softened the trail up, so kind of be on the lookout for that. The other thing is most bike accidents happen between cyclists, so we got to watch out for each other. You're allowed to ride side by side, but when you see somebody coming down the trail towards you or coming up, get in single file to the right and monitor the distance between you and the next bike. Also, if you were passing somebody, announce it. not just hitting the bell to alert pedestrians, very good, but talk to them, tell them that you're passing them on the left, and if you don't understand what that means you're to keep right, and somebody's going to be coming around on your left, all right? So be very respectful of that. Lastly, we have to cross a couple intersections. You are a vehicle. You are required to act like a vehicle. So try to not run the stop signs. We're going to have assistants crossing the street up here with the city police. They're going to make sure we all get across. All right, and then after that, there are a couple intersections that, particularly the Valley Street, the next intersection, you're going to either want to get off your bike and use the crosswalk and walk across, or you stop and let the cars go by. All right, so remember, you are a vehicle and you need to act as such. What did I forget? That's good? All right. Come back? You want them to come back. Food and entertainment when we get back. I'm sorry? Yes, very important. There's 3 or 4 places where the trail actually switched sides in relationship to the railroad tracks. You need to hit those railings as close to going straight across them. Try not to cut the angle too sharp. Your front wheel will drop down in that groove and you're on the ground, like now. Okay? So make sure you slow down, hit them as straight across them as you can manage, all right, so that you don't end up on the ground because of the track crossings. And that reminds me of another thing. When we're coming back down, if the train's there, you can race it if you want, but don't try to beat it to a crossing. You'll lose that race every time. And it's also, this is not a race. There's no prize for first place. The prize is getting back and supporting the Kidney Foundation.
Thank you, Jack. Oh, yeah, one other thing, if the train is going through the tunnel, you do not want to go through the tunnel at the same time as the train, because there's a lot of smoke in there and it's probably dangerous at that time, and inhaling that stuff is not the greatest. When you come back, we have a band. It's called Hot Sauce Willie. That's Nick Salmion in the band, so we're going to have entertainment. We have food, and so enjoy your trip. And Jack, should we take the Frostburg? I think those bikers are heading at least to Frostburg. You can leave right now, so be on your way. I think there'll probably be a police note there crossing to help you through. And then the people that are going to go to Mount Savage, just follow that group right on out.
Thank you for taking pictures. My camera's not working. Oh, no.